One of the things that I have found over the last 7 years being involved in the Fisher House Boston is that we as a community have an obligation to support and give back to our military families. When you look at our military men and women that go in and give the ultimate sacrifice of their lives for our freedom, we need to come together in their times of need to give back to them.
Late in 2005, I received orders for Operation Iraqi Freedom. I was driving a Humvee at the time, and I was about the third vehicle back. There was a patch of asphalt freshly tamped into the road. And immediately I saw it and I knew. I said, that's an IED. But my vehicle was traveling about 30 miles an hour and I saw it just as it went under the truck. I had no time to stop, no time to brake, no time to turn. I just saw it, knew it, went over it, and it detonated. Within 3 days, I was off the battlefield and I was at the hospital a couple thousand miles away from home, and my family walks in. Then they told me about how they got there. The Fisher House had contacted them and said, hey, you know, we need to get you on a plane so you can go be with your son. My sister sat on my hospital bed with me and we played cards. Every time I go and have another surgery done, Fisher House does the same thing. They fly my family to be with me. They put them up, and so I can be with my family the whole time. To be able to go through that kind of trauma and have your family with you going through it was a beautiful feeling. But to know that you didn't have to pay for it either was amazing.
My son is a veteran from the Gulf War, and he got very ill during the summer, and in August had to be transferred here from our home in Western Massachusetts. As a family, we've been here for nearly 3 months so that he could have the support of his family and know that we were close by. Without Fisher House, that could never have happened.
Fisher Houses are built to really provide comfort for families, more so in the way that the house is built and set up. The individual suites, the beautiful kitchen that, you know, everyone can really come together and cook in, the laundry facilities. It really becomes more of a home than it is a hotel.
My first impression was that it's a very warm and welcoming environment. It's beautifully decorated. It feels like a home. The staff was very warm, welcoming, respectful.
Having volunteers come into the Fisher House is a way of bringing the community in to the house to show even more support for our families, and it means the world to them. There's only so much one can do when someone's ill or in the hospital. You can provide a beautiful place for them to stay, maybe provide some food, and then to have that kind of support coming from the community. It really makes the families know that they are being thought about and they are being cared for.
Fisher House is a great fit with our commitment to community involvement. They provide a great service for those who've served our country, and we're proud to really be a part of this. It makes us feel good, it makes the families feel good. It's a great partnership.
Today was a great day because today the Plymouth Rock volunteers got to go out and work in the yard and mulch and rake leaves. They prepared a beautiful lunch for our families, baked cookies, and then they sat down and they had lunch with our families. Not only did they do all this work, but then they really wanted to connect and to show their individual support as well as their support as a group.
Today, working out with the Fisher House, it was nice to actually give back, be able to do something for the service members, being a former service member myself, with the help of your work and our company.
Community service is really important to me personally. I feel as I'm obligated as a human to give back to my community. I knew about the Fisher House before I came here today, but I'd never been inside the Fisher House. I'm proud it's in my community and I want to support it, and it was an honor for me to be here today.
What I see the most at the Fisher House is an incredible sense of gratitude that comes across from every family that stays here. And to be able to relieve them of worrying about where they're going to stay and how they're going to afford to do that, to be with the person that they're caring for, is the greatest gift that the Fisher Foundation could give.